This is take 2 of 2. And hi, let's start again. This is take 2 of 2. Hello there. My name is Carol Branson and I'm a lecturer here at Leicester College. I'm based in adult education and my teaching is mainly within the college community learning programme. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and the courses which I teach. Well, for many years I've taught within the beauty, holistic, hair and fitness industries, and I feel very passionate about passing on my vast amount of knowledge and experience onto others. I'm also a fully qualified clinical hypnotherapist, NLP coach and a teacher of mindfulness. So, just what is mindfulness? How can it be beneficial to you? And most importantly, just how can you incorporate this into your everyday lives? Well, the best way for me to introduce you to mindfulness is just to speak from my own point of view and how I personally use mindfulness in my own daily life. I would also like to describe how I've seen mindfulness help others to free themselves from various issues, including anxiety, stress, depression, pain management, past traumas in general, and happiness. And I know that from my personal experience that sometimes in the past, I've personally found it difficult to focus on certain things. And very often things can feel that they're all jumbled up. And I've found myself not able to think clearly. And it really does feel like a big massive tumble dryer is going on, round and round in your head. And in the past, I've also described this as like trying to cross an extremely busy road where there's traffic coming in both directions, and it just seems to be car after car after car, and there just seems to be no gap, and the traffic will just not stop. And I think that if we're all truthful, we've all experienced things like this at some point in our lives. In other words, things just seem to be getting totally on top of you. Well, mindfulness for well-being may just be the thing that will help to bring about a more balanced, stress-free and meaningful outlook to your life. Mindfulness stems from the traditions of Buddhism meditation, which can be traced back over 2,500 years. As mindfulness has no religious significance, it can be practiced by anyone, anywhere, and from any background. Mindfulness teaches us to be right here, right now, helping us to accept the present moment in our lives. When we constantly strive to push ourselves harder and harder, or worry continually about things in our lives, we're actually harming our bodies by triggering something which we call a stress response mechanism. This stress response mechanism releases harmful chemicals which ultimately affect the way in which our brain works. This not only clouds our judgment but also affects the way that we make our decisions. Through learning certain mindful attitudes, techniques and skills, we can help ourselves to lead a more stress-free, relaxed and meaningful life, which will ultimately help us to prevent change. Which will ultimately be, I've done it wrong again. This not only clouds our judgment. This not only clouds our judgment, but also affects the way that we make our decisions. Through learning certain mindful attitudes, techniques and skills, we can help ourselves to lead a more stress-free, relaxed and meaningful life. What will be will ultimately be, and we really cannot prevent or change this from happening. But we can change the way that we ultimately react to it. There are some days when we all drift back into the past, or even maybe look into our futures with our thoughts. And this can often give us an instant warm and comforting feeling, and it can also give us an uplift in our spirits. And this is a perfectly normal experience for most of us and can often be quite enjoyable. The main problem arises when we're constantly reminded of the things that have either gone wrong in our lives or things that have caused traumas to be brought into our lives. Needless worrying about what we have not achieved or what we may or may not happen in our future only serve to waste time and effort. And it's really of no consequence. We really cannot change the past, and we certainly cannot predict our future events. Whatever happens will eventually, inevitably happen within our future. And this is where the practice of mindfulness can bring about a real difference in our lives. By bringing our self-awareness of the present moment, rather than living in the past or worrying about what the future may hold, we can begin to enjoy our lives now and in the present moment, enabling us to feel more relaxed both in our minds and in our bodies, to create a more balanced approach within our daily lives. A little bit about the course. This inspiring 9-week course is taught in a supportive and friendly group setting, which will enable you to meet new friends, help you to feel confident and improve your self-esteem. You'll also learn valuable skills and techniques, allowing you to cope better with stress, anxiety, fear and depression. And this will enable you to bring a sense of calmness and well-being into your daily life. You'll also learn the foundation skills of mindfulness through meditation, and also learn ways in which to incorporate them into your life to make an immense difference to both you and your family's well-being. So who is this course for? Well, this course is beneficial to anyone and everyone, especially those suffering from stress, social anxiety, family and relationship issues, loss and bereavement, and also those who simply want to achieve a greater sense of well-being in their lives. And this is by no means a completed list of the conditions which are greatly helped through this practice of mindfulness, but merely a brief list of how mindfulness can help in our daily lives. Mindfulness for well-being is also something that we can bring into any aspect of our daily life. Throughout the course, you'll learn skills and techniques which will enable you to become a much stronger person. These techniques will teach you ways in which you will improve your lifestyle and will also encourage you to feel more contented and happier. And you'll find that you have an improved awareness in all that surrounds you, which in turn will allow you to feel much more fulfilled, which will also increase your general well-being in a way which will become a newly satisfied and natural way in which to look at your future. Mindfulness meditation can help with the improvement in general health and well-being. Learning not to worry about the past or trying to predict our futures can actually reduce anxiety levels and will also improve our well-being. Mindfulness for well-being will also help to improve our levels of concentration. It helps us to see things clearer in a more logical, focused way, which will then lead us into a much increased and improved level in our concentrations. Well, that's mindfulness. And I'd also just like to quickly mention a few of the other courses which are available within our community learning. Our courses range from Indian head massage, neck and shoulder massage, makeup, manicure, pedicure, and also facial threading. And also new for this term, I've developed a couple of new offerings, which are as follow. Firstly, all about the eyes and face. Learn how to get that wow factor from your skin, brows and lashes. Learn the principles of basic skincare and how to treat individual skin types. Eyebrows and eyelashes tint, shape and define. This will introduce you into the wonderful world of brows and lash tinting, followed by shaping and defining of the brows. We shall then continue to look at various ways in which you can introduce makeup to complete the look. And secondly, lash lifting and perming. When you've completed the tinting, shaping and defining course, you'll then have a chance to go on to lash lifting, which is perming of the lashes. Hair care and style. An introduction into how best to care for your hair with basic styling techniques. Have you ever wondered what is the best way to wash and dry your hair correctly? What are the correct shampoos and conditioners to use and why? What makes our hair turn grey or white? Or even, why does my hair continually fall out? Why is my hair going finer? And is there anything I could do to help to get my hair in better condition? Well, all of these everyday questions will be explained in a way which is easily understood and without too much technical information. We shall also look at various techniques in basic hairstyling, plaiting, twisting and updos. Well, thank you very much for sharing your time with me. So, don't delay, just book on today and choose one of our courses. Thank you very much.